welcome. Thanks so much for coming to the show. It's so great to see everybody here. What a great crowd. This is it? Sort of. I mean, you know, it's not it, but it's it for now, for live shows for now. We have a lot of fun surprises in store for you. Thanks for making it out. We are in our 5th and final season. The finale is in process. It's very good and very poignant, both from the characters' perspectives and our own. And we are so glad we got to do another show here at the Bell House. Now, because in the show, we are nearing our last episode, and it sort of wouldn't fit for us to put an episode in this timeline. So we're going to set this between episodes 517 and 518. So what we normally would do would be to ask someone who has a particularly good Jeremy Crutchley impression to read our new crawl for us. But somebody actually already volunteered to do that, so we're going to bring them out now. Come on out. It's Jeremy Crutchley, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, you got to get the real thing. Fun fact, this is the first time we've ever met him in person, so this is just as exciting for us. All right, so Jeremy, whenever you're ready, you and Shane can take it away.
Thank you. The end of the space road is on the horizon. The ass end. The intrepid crew of the Bargarean Jade, Zemanite Pleck Decksetter, C-53, AJ2884, Nermut Bundaloy, and Justin Ballweheat. They blast towards their destinies, full of hope, fear, and a nagging suspicion that they've sort of left a lot of loose ends dangling about. As their inevitable confrontation with their whack arch-enemy, Ballweheat, draws closer and closer and closer. The crew has brief respite in hyperspace as they confront the reality that their stories and perhaps their lives are finally drawing to a close. Really, I think they should be phoning their moms or something, whatever. It's not up to me. I'll be okay. Now, with mere hours left before it all comes to an end, our heroes must take stock of their lives, their friendships, their to-do lists, before it is all too late on their nearly finished mission to
Wow.
Wow, what?
I was just thinking, it's sort of the end, as I'm looking out the window and seeing all the...
End of what?
The what?
What's the end of?
The end of our journey. We're almost to Mufalata Secundus. We're about to confront Corbaelvor.
Yeah, but we're gonna do something after that, right?
Not for a while, probably.
Really? We're just gonna, stop doing
Well, I mean, chances are good we're gonna die, AJ, but even if we don't, I think we deserve a break, right?
Hey, Pleck.
What, Bargie, what is it?
Pleck, did you say die?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to scare you guys, but, this is a big deal. We're about to confront somebody who has been preparing to defeat us for years.
Check.
Why are we all talking into microphones right now?
Yeah, actually, that's sort of a good question, Dar.
All right, everyone calm down, okay?
Yeah, Bargie, listen, I know you and C-53 have been rushing around the ship, sort of setting stuff up, and I kind of tried to ignore it, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah, we're all on mic. Also, seriously, we're not doing anything after we...
We'll do something. We're going to hang out, obviously. I just don't want to make any promises.
I mean, if we're not going on a mission, are we going to really hang out? Or are we just going to say we're going to?
I mean, that's a good question.
Don't worry about it, I have a sound guy coming in right now. He's setting up the mics, he's fixing it up.
It's got a switch.
C-53, C-53.
Wow. I'm still getting used to this Keck body. It's got some weird stuff. No, it doesn't.
C-53, you're the one of us who should be... That should be your first move, looking for this switch.
Well, fair enough.
So, what are the mics for?
Well, Bargie and I realized, we haven't done a proper finale for Cube2Cube.
Wait. What's Cube2Cube?
Now, AJ, you know what Cube2Cube is.
You've been on...
I like that question. I feel like someone should answer that question for everybody present.
Wait, is this the podcast where you guys do drugs?
It's about more than that. It's about pop culture.
Pop culture.
It's about,
previous episodes of the podcast.
Right. Some may call it a very irritating experience.
So you guys are doing, a finale?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, AJ, you just said we might all die, so...
Right, but, it's a podcast. It doesn't need a finale.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
That's a good...
Whoa, AJ, the sound guy did not like that comment.
Yeah. Yeah, AJ, don't tempt the board op. They're gonna...
I'm just saying, it's a podcast. Just don't put it out anymore.
Well, I guess my question, though, is Bargie, C-53, usually you guys just do it. C-53's got a mic, Bargie's recording internally. What's all the mics about? Why are you doing it like this?
When you do a finale, like Daniel, you put out all the stops. You make it a show. You bring in a live audience.
Wait, who are these? Bargie, where did all these people come from?
Yeah, we're in hyperspace.
How did people get aboard the ship?
Also, it's a podcast. Why does it have to be live? The whole point of it is that it's not live.
Yeah, it's also, there's no visual element to it.
No.
Why are people going to come sit in a room while we just all talk in a microphone?
That's insane.
All right.
Well, I don't know. We put out the call on the previous episode of the podcast, and this is how many people showed up.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Well, I guess the other question I have is you guys don't have any hyperproton fuel. What's the plan? Are you guys just going to do it normal?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You never needed it. You never needed drugs to be cool.
All right. Well, I guess we have a few hours until we get to Mufalata Secundus. So
And Nermut is our director.
Hello. I've got a clipboard here. Okay, so everyone, you should check your email because you've got the rundown of the day, and we've got talent listed in descending order of importance.
Ascending order.
Descending. I'm the director.
Okay.
Talent? It's a podcast, I mean, right?
Hey, AJ, relax. I can see your shit-eating grin through your helmet. Nermut,
Yeah.
you say descending order of importance? Why are there 3 empty spaces before my name at the bottom?
Several of the guests were not able to make it.
So at least I should... So that
They're still more important
Their
than you
absence is still... Okay, all right. It says sound op. What does that do? What sound op?
Yeah, so here's a soundboard for you. It's a simple keypad, easy. So you're just going to fire the sound cues during the show.
None of these are labeled.
Yeah, Pleck, they all each make a separate sound.
No, I know that. But how do I know which sound each one makes?
It's a podcast.
Yeah.
Just wing it. Nobody's gonna give a shit. Don't worry about it.
I can see your eyes scrunching up again through your helmet like you're saying, I just said something funny. Can I just say something? If we've got real people here watching a real show for the end of Cube2Cube, we can't be self-indulgent and spend an hour and a half jucking around before we get to the show. Can we get started?
Okay. Yeah,
Some would
sure.
say that is the show.
Okay, I'm just going to hit one of these buttons.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's good. Good one. Yeah.
All right. Cube2Cube.
Hey, all right. Welcome to the final episode of Cube2Cube.
Just no more. That's right, it's over after this, see? No more finito, it's donezo.
That's right, the squid. This is the end of a long road.
Everyone nod if you can hear me on your headsets.
Right?
Oh, great.
Seems like we could have done that before we started recording.
Now, as you know, Cube2Cube is a podcast about so many things.
That's right.
Movies,
Uh-huh.
memories,
Yep.
hyperproton fuel,
I mean, probably first and foremost, yeah.
and solid and gaseous members of our society.
Yes, very true.
And today, for our final episode, we will be taking a moment to honor each and every one.
Every member of our society is going to be honored on today's episode.
All right, let's just name names. Name names.
Sure.
Okay.
Quarg,
Ferris Helfer,
Tabulon 5,
Happen Tofintisk,
Tibalo Jimbe.
Alpha.
Bill.
Yeah, what is it, AJ?
So this is the podcast?
Yeah, I'm just glad they have a creative outlet, you know?
Yeah, sure. No, it's super important.
Now, as you know, back in the day, C and I used to be talking mile a minute. We
That's
used
right.
to be insane. We would have hyperproton fuel from top to bottom of our sentient beings, but not today.
No.
We decided to slow it down and also talk about murder.
Yeah, Pleck. Okay, that's fine. This is back when we were more of a true crime podcast. Yeah, we can work that in. Sure. Yeah, we're going to murder someone soon. What?
I have suggestions.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to hear him. Dar, how do you think we should kill Cor Balevor?
Oh, suggestions for killing Corbeilvor.
Yeah, that's who we're on the way to go kill, I assume.
You know, I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
it doesn't come to that, but if it okay, it's gonna be a while. We don't have to lie.
AJ.
You know, Cor's kind of like a misunderstood guy, you know.
What about him have we misunderstood?
It's just that maybe he's like felt a little vengeful for past wrongdoings. You know, that could really drive a sentient crazy, you know?
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I found hyperproton fuel.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Let's go.
Let's do it!
Time for housekeeping, motherjuckers.
Woo! It's time for some housekeeping! Housekeeping. Barge, what do you got going on?
Today we're going to talk about the things that we didn't talk about in the other parts of the show. What are 5 nouns we forgot to mention in all 1,000 episodes?
Never
of
talked about
show?
bananas.
You did it.
They never talked about playgrounds.
Never did.
Never talked about going on a luxury cruise with your parents.
Never did. You almost did, but I said,
I
don't you
almost
dare.
did.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, and I didn't do it, but we're bringing it up now. We didn't talk about fashionable headbands not making a comeback. And then that 5th thing we didn't talk about was water, which is weird.
Wow.
So this is a segment?
Yep, it's a segment, brother. Watch out.
So, listen. Hey, audience, like, say no to drugs.
Boo. Nerd.
And I'm not saying that just because I can't process most drugs.
Ooh, yeah, let's get into it. Let's dive deep with AJ.
It's called the AJ Minute.
All right, AJ Minute, let's kick it off.
You never know what he's gonna say. Why don't we throw it over to AJ?
AJ Minute, take it.
AJ, go.
Take it.
AJ, 58 seconds.
57.
57.
I don't do drugs because I lack a gland that can process them because it was too expensive for the cloners to make, and so they just left it out. I don't have the enzymes to break down a drug.
Well, that's what was on his mind today, and that's all we got from our friend AJ.
That's a great jingle. It's terrific.
Everyone, AJ has moved up a slot on the talent list. The audience is loving the segment.
Hey, nice job, AJ. You're up.
What?
Now, the theme of today's episode is accepting the inevitable end. And also, it's time for some voicemail.
Oh, voicemail.
That's right. Can we get that playback?
Maybe.
Wrong.
Sorry,
Not
there
it.
are no labels on these.
Pleck, are you going to do your job or are you going to pretend?
But Okay, well, we know that one's pop culture.
Okay, yeah. No.
This is a terrible
0 for 2,
idea.
buddy.
Guys, listen, there's
I'm
an audience.
I'm giving you one more chance. Yeah! All right.
Okay.
Pleck, you're back in the show.
Thank you.
All right. Barge, do we have any good voicemails?
We have a bunch of new voicemails. I don't know who they are yet until they show up.
Oh, wow, okay.
Any guess at any moment now?
Yep, can just come out
Yeah.
and leave some sort of voicemail that Bargie has queued up for the show. Here it is.
Hello. This is, Burt Brock.
Burt Brock.
Oh.
I don't know Burt Brock.
Burt Brock. I was wondering if you'd ever come back. Now that you're gone, would you come back? Because a lot of people have asked me if I'd come back. And I'm wondering, is there a future beyond this, the end? And also, did Pleck ever jug?
Well, to answer the second question first, no.
Yeah, no, the answer's no. That voicemail, wow. I feel like that voicemail, for the first 3/4 of it, I was like, this guy's calling into the wrong podcast. And then it got real specific at the end.
Uh-huh, yeah. Pretty weird. Barge, what do you think?
I think you just accept what's coming to you and you never look back and you never do things twice. Then, you have no regrets, is what I say.
Wow. That's good advice, Bargie.
And then you get jucked up and forget
Then you
it
get
all.
jucked up, baby.
Oh, boy.
All
All right.
Do we got another voicemail?
We sure do. Coming up.
Oh, Aaron. Okay, yeah, Aaron.
We're sorry. Hi, I couldn't tell if it beeped, so I'm just gonna start my voicemail now. Hi, I am a ship.
Okay.
Big fan, Bargie. Really big. I'm a really big ship. And I was wondering how you keep passengers off of you, how you just stand up for yourself and say, no, you cannot board.
Oh.
Also, did Pleck ever... I don't even want to think about it. Thank you.
To answer your second question first, no.
Yeah. And honestly, for the second one, I want you to answer it secretly.
Barge, this is a great
It's
honor.
always in part of me, so I just want to know. Do
Okay.
you feel the same way that I do?
How does Barge keep passengers off her? Well, a lot of times you take off with the back door open.
Yeah, I do that.
It's hard to hang on.
Yeah.
I've got these cat claws, and before I had clamp hands, and sometimes people just don't have the grip.
Hey, Nermut?
Yeah.
Is this going well to
Oh, yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah.
It is?
This is by far the best episode of Cube2Cube.
Wow.
Also, craft services just got here about 2 hours late. It's going to be awkward, but we can kind of individually go eat. Anyway,
Nermut,
Yeah.
Nermut, Your whole thing is organization. It really feels like you're flying by the seat of your pants right now.
My pants were eaten by rats.
I know. You got to get more pants, bud.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to press another one of these buttons.
Okay.
Oh,
Nermut.
One of these buttons plays Speeder Ride?
Nermut, you loaded your own single onto the soundboard?
That's Bermit's single.
How do I turn this off?
Okay. Pleck, you're about to lose that board op job.
I literally, Nermut just handed this to me like 10 minutes ago.
Should we have the professional sound person we hired do it?
I could, take over for you.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I think that would be for the best.
Cool, thanks. I
don't know why you guys asked me to do it in the first place.
Sorry for trying to involve you.
Also,
okay.
Just a warning that we are about to start recording.
Nermut!
Wait, Nermut!
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you telling me we just missed all that gold, all those
You gotta
fantastic
start high
voices?
energy. If you record the first bit, you're just gonna ramp up. Start on the top of the 30,000-foot flight, baby.
We're only at 30,000 feet.
We should be flying much higher.
Hey, here's a question.
Yeah.
If we are all going to die, is this how we want to spend kind of some of our last moments?
Yeah, I mean, actually, AJ really brings up a good point.
This is a new segment we're calling Confessions.
Ooh, I like it, Barge.
All right.
AJ, what do you got? Is this how you want to be spending your final moments?
I don't get the whole podcast thing. I'm sort of like, what's a podcast? That's, I guess, what I'm asking.
Well, the term podcast originally came from, the planet Klelulax, and people would be birthed into those pods, and they would have to cast out a embryonic tendril into the brain of a nearby mammal, and then broadcast their thoughts into that brain so it would tear open the pod and release them.
And sometimes you get ad sponsorship.
Yeah, also that was part of it, yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I think we have an ad right now. AJ, maybe you should read it.
Okay. Wow. When I'm flying through space and I want to keep things cool, nothing's better than a cool packed coal sack. I know that we do a lot of these sorts of things, but this is something I actually use. Yeah, so type in the code C2C and get 20% off a pack.
Look at how well you read all that.
So now they think that I actually use this?
Yeah, that's
Just because I said it on a podcast?
everyone believes it 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is a part of the podcast where I say the stakes just got a little higher because my hall will not close officially, and we're starting to lose stuff. So I say before you log
the
with
studio
this
audience is
podcast-
much smaller.
Yeah,
We're losing audience members.
Oh, I guarantee we're losing audience members.
Yep.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Well, Barge, since it's the finale, I think we ought to take some calls from listeners.
Oh, okay, sure,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, do we have anyone on the soundboard?
Incoming call.
Okay, great. Hey, you're on with Seef and the Squid. What's your question, caller?
What do you want?
Wow, I made it through?
Yes, you did.
You're our first and only caller.
Wow. Okay, big fan. And
Great.
Bargie, I have seen all of your hollows, and I read all of the gossip columns about you, and I know
Great.
everything about your love life.
Fantastic.
So my question is,
Yeah.
if I'm a droid and I'm in love with a Tellurian, how much negging is too much negging?
Well, why don't we go to a clip to my last date?
Bargie.
What's wrong with your face? We dated for 19 months.
Wow.
It's a long relationship.
That was really helpful, thank you.
I'm not sure how, but I'm glad you got some closure, caller.
Yeah, thank you so much. Big
Wow.
fan.
Okay.
All right, wow. Director, do we have any other callers inbound?
We do. We have another call coming in.
Great, it's happening.
Yep.
Caller, you're on with Seef and the Squid. What is your question?
Hi, C for the Squid. My name is Eric7.
Hello, Eric. 7.
And I just wanted to ask, what is your morning skincare routine like?
What the juck?
Sorry, is that a question for the bug or for the ship?
That's a question for the ship. I'm looking to know what your morning skincare routine is for your metal exterior chassis, your bow, your stern, your port, and your starboard.
Well, funny you ask, because it's our latest ad sponsor. Hey, Jade, take it away.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Bargie. When I get started in the morning, you want to know how I get my glow? Well, that's easy. Chip Shine 9000. It's an exfoliant and industrial strength metal cleaner. Just a dab on my hull, or my bow, or my stern, or my port, or aft even, sometimes on the radar dish. Code is C2C.
This is Bargie, and I approve of this ad.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, first time, long time.
That was really confusing.
Yeah. You put the story of the podcast into the ads.
Yeah, no, I get that part.
I'm told advertisers hate it.
Yeah, advertisers hate it.
Yeah, we haven't had any ads in a while. I wonder if that's...
probably unrelated.
Okay.
But I think this relates to our new segment that we will create a new song for called Pleck's Breakdown.
Pleck's Breakdown. I like this new sound guy.
Yeah, the stowaway.
This guy can follow me.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you say Pleck's Breakdown, do you want me to have a breakdown or break something
Just
down?
keep talking the way you are.
Hey, whatever you want to do, buddy.
Okay.
They both qualify.
Okay. Pleck Decksetter here. Thanks for listening to the show. Hope you're enjoying the finale. I just want to say a couple things. One, if my parents are listening to this, I would like to apologize for not, calling you as I head to what probably will be my last adventure.
Sorry to interrupt. Please tie it into murder as well.
Yeah. This is the murder song? You don't have another song? You gotta play the murder song?
Now that's a breakdown.
Okay.
I hope he has tissues.
What?
Do you have tissues with you, Papa? In case you cry.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't need that.
Pleck, this segment is testing amazingly with our live focus groups.
I
Keep
refuse
going.
to believe that.
Go deep. Go deep. Go deep.
I just want to say, I think this is probably as good a time as any. We're headed towards our destinies. Some of us have prophecies, some of us don't, but I think we can all agree.
Oh, humble brag.
Wait, what?
No, I mean, we're all in it together, is what I'm saying.
Raise your hand if you have a prophecy.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, it's all... Oh, wow, the sound guy?
Oh, the sound
Wow,
guy.
sound guy.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Sound guy, what's your prophecy?
It had something to do with the worm. I don't totally remember
Oh,
what
okay.
the thing was, but I think I like beat a worm or something.
Yeah,
Which seems easy.
I bet
but-
you that will all come to light very
Hold on a
soon.
second. You know enough about a prophecy about you to know it's about a worm, and that's it?
I mean,
Oh, sorry. Has your prophecy always been crystal clear, Pleck?
I think it's like a good one though.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably. I hope so.
Good luck, man. Keep us posted.
Hey, Nermut.
Yeah.
Do you still think this is going well?
AJ, I haven't actually started recording yet, but
Nermut!
I think I'm gonna record. Yeah.
We haven't recorded any of this?
No, but it's getting. Once it's.
All right,
We're gonna.
Nermut, I need you to turn the recorder on right now,
Fine.
and I want a caller.
Okay.
You're on with Seef and the Squid. What is your question?
Hey, this is Jack.
Jack.
Father of Cheyenne, the very handsome piano ball.
Oh, boy.
Listen, things have been weird since you left. A bunch of kids built a big golf course
Oh, no.
and pushed piano ball into one of the holes,
Ah.
and we can't get out. So we need a lot of people to sing a big chord so we can grow legs to get out of the golf hole.
Wait.
Ooh, this is a tough voicemail to get when we're on the way somewhere else.
Yeah.
And in a different galaxy.
But we have a couple hundred people here who could maybe all sing this chord together.
Oh, that's a good point.
Also, if the chord is bad, we'll explode.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh, steaks.
Yeah, so it's really up to you what chord you want to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, any, as long as it's a good chord.
I think AJ should kick it off, right?
Sure. Why me? Oh, yeah, because I was in Clint's Sync. That's right. I do have a history in the biz. Okay, so, all right, we got to get him out of this golf hole. Okay, so let's start, audience, with some of you go, ba.
There we go. Good.
And then some of you go, and some of you go,
AJ, I don't think your military grade pitch correction is working.
Good. That's good.
Wow.
See? Told you.
Wow, that really could have gone either way for a second there. Yeah.
Wait, what are you guys even doing?
Oh, hey, Justin.
Oh, hey, Justin. We're just doing Cube to Cube.
What are you doing, like, right now? I'm trying to slap. It's Justin. I'm trying to slap.
Justin, we know. It's sorry. We're just doing the last Cube to Cube.
What?
You know, Cube to Cube, the podcast that Bargie and I do.
Justin, as a young person, do you listen to podcasts?
No, I only watch Talk Talks.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, sure. You know, C-53 and Bargie, maybe you should consider doing like a Talk thing instead of...
Well, we put a couple of episodes of Cube to Cube on Talk, and they were roundly criticized.
You guys have a problem. You should stop doing drugs.
Hey, buddy, why don't you back off?
I care about you. What? It's not good. Like, do you think this is good? Do you think we haven't even started recording because you guys are such a mess.
I told you to start recording.
I might.
Ooh, now that's a breakdown.
Oh, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of always, like, everyone being like, no, AJ, no, AJ. It's like, I'm awesome. I kick ass.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm sick of you dumping on my podcast. This podcast brings a lot of people a lot of joy. So why don't you back off, tough guy?
And I say, why don't you integrate what you're saying right now to this latest ad read so we can actually get some junking money out of this?
You know, sometimes when I'm thirsty, the thing I really want to reach for is a big old glass of Gert milk. It's already got the vitamins that I need. And it's tasty, too. When I'm having an emotional breakdown, how did you guys, like, write this in the copy?
We've got a lot of live writers just working on this.
When I'm having an emotional breakdown, arguing with my friends about what exactly a podcast is, I really like a tall, cool glass of Gert milk right by my side. Gert milk. Gert milk?
It's a great tag.
To be clear, Gert is not a brand, it's an animal.
Yeah.
That was not a paid sponsorship, just sort of...
If it's not a paid sponsorship, what is it?
Oh, that's kind of a good question.
Nermut.
Yeah.
So we just read it for what?
Wait,
You
what?
don't love animals?
No, I do, but like...
AJ, you don't love animals?
I do love
AJ,
animals.
you don't love animals?
What's happening?
Well, that's what was on his mind today, and that's all we got from our friend AJ.
Oh.
That was another AJ minute that had a end but not a start.
Yeah.
I just find it sort of strange that we've done 4 ads without having rolled yet.
Now, I don't want to alarm anybody, but it's a final voicemail from a group of people.
Oh, multiple people left a voicemail together?
We're sorry.
Multiple people.
Okay, great.
Oh, wow.
No, yeah.
Just a you.
How many people do you think are on this voicemail?
Oh, wow.
There's a giant.
A lot of people share a phone, it's normal.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's play it.
Hi, my name's Laird Trammell, and I work for the Intergalactic Universal Census. And you members of the Bargarean Jade have not returned any of the census forms.
True.
And have made my life jucking miserable. And I found that you have time for a podcast, but not time for the forms.
That's a tough one.
Oh, right, I forgot. This is that census worm that has like 10 or 9 heads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's less of a question, more of an airing of grievance. Although there is one question. If Pleck has jucked and has sired children, then I'm going to need to know that number because that's extra people to put on the census
question. 0. You can at least fill that part of the form.
What do the other heads of the census alien have to say?
Yeah, the other heads have grievances? What are they?
Oh, yeah. How's it going? I was just calling in. It's my first time listening, a long time caller. I'm really excited to talk to you today. I want to give a personal invitation to Bargie. Come on out at the Toto Ball Proposal Casino Ship Show.
What? Yes, okay, I'll be there.
Bargie, it's a voicemail. Wait, that was one of the census worm head?
Yeah, keep going.
I think we gotta play the murder music for
I'm
that.
not getting anything for this.
I think that would curse me.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Juntawa.
Oh, boy, okay.
Yeah, one of them speaks Gentile. That checks out.
Juntawa.
That's good.
Yeah, you know when you're one of many heads on one body and you have a crush on one of the other heads?
Oh.
What do you get the other head's attention?
Hi, I am the final head of the census, and I just wanted to point out that we are at the end of the census, and sometimes reaching the end is the most important yet most difficult part. To just say we're done with the census.
Very wise. Very wise.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I didn't get it. What? The end is hard, but it's also important? Nah. Right?
Well, see, I think that, we should
Start recording?
I think we should,
Angry.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going through, see?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm feeling,
I'm feeling what you're feeling. We better do some hyper-prod talk.
You're my best friend,
I mean, are people this upset about a podcast ending? For real?
IT5, credits and attribution destroyed, commencing outro protocol. Pleck, Decksetter was played by Alden Ford. C-53 was played by Jeremy Bent. Dar was played by Allie Kokesh. Bargie the ship was played by Moujan Zolfaghari. Nermut Bundaloy was played by Seth. AJ was played by Winston Noel. With live sound design by Shane O'Connell. Plus, special guest, David Bluffband. Jordan Carlos. Elena Doe. Jonathan Fernandez. Aaron Gerson. Lou Gonzalez. Matt Little. Tammy Sager. And Riley Soliner. With a live opening crawl narration by Jeremy Crutchley! Recorded live at the Bell House in Brooklyn, New York on April 10th, 2022. Theme music composed by Brendan Ryan and performed by Fame's Macedonian Symphonic Orchestra. Orchestra mixing by Danny Keith Taylor. Ship design for Bargie and Jade by Eric Geusz. Audio hosting by Simplecast. Mission to Zyxx is a proud member of the Maximum Fun Network. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
my name up there in Hollywood lights, yeah. I grabbed the chance to leave these parts. When my first song, it hit the charts. Couldn't count all the crew I'd made. Parties every night in the Bargie and Jade, yeah. But now I'm sending up a brand new prayer. Rod, take me back to those days I remember. Slugs down there hanging out with weird bug creatures. My first orange beer underneath his eyeball bleachers. Tops down, hyper driving all night. Cigarillos kicking in. You're absolutely right. After all the things I've seen and all the stuff I've done, just wanna be where everybody has at least 5 sons. Can't believe now that I'm looking back, I'd come to find it don't get much better than Zyxx. No, it don't get much better than Zyxx, baby. Picked up the phone, called my band. Listen up now, Jordan's got a new plan. Pack your stuff, y'all, there's no time to rest. We're setting up shop in the quadrant that's best, yeah. And they all said that I sounded joking crazy. Hold those horses now, cause you're gonna thank me when you see Long Beach Theme Park where the rides always made me sick. My favorite corner store, R.I.P. Mrs. Curley. Our politicians always keeping it tight. If you think I'm back for good this time, you're absolutely right. After all the things I've done and all the stuff I've seen, just wanna kick it on my...
Hey there, quick favor to ask. Will you help us out by taking a 5-minute survey at MaximumFun.org/survey? As you know, most of the support for Max Fun comes directly from folks like you, but many of our shows and our network also rely on limited advertising for some revenue. This survey helps us attract advertisers that are a good fit for the audiences of our shows, and it helps many of our hosts secure a bit of extra income. It should only take a few minutes to complete, and you'll get a discount at Max Fun Store when you do. That's MaximumFun.org/survey. Thanks.
I'm Lisa Hannawalt.
And I'm Emily Heller.
9 years ago, we started a podcast to try and learn something new every episode.
Things have gone a little off the rails since then. Tune in to hear about
low-stakes neighborhood drama,
gardening,
the sordid, nasty underbelly of the horse girl lifestyle,
hot sauce,
addiction to TV, and sweaty takes on celebrity culture,
and the weirdest, grossest stuff you can find on wikipedia.org.
We'll read all of it, no matter how gross. There's something for everyone on our podcast, Baby Geniuses.
Hosted by us, 2 horny adult idiots.
Hang out with us as we try and fail to retain any knowledge at all.
Every other week on Maximum Fun.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned, audience supported.
So one thing we like to do is invite you, if you're willing, to be in the show, the podcast. We have one more episode, and we need some crowd sound. So if you'd like to do that, please do. If you don't want to do it, just don't say anything. Yeah. So Moujan, you had an idea of where we'd start.
Oh sure. Okay. So this is very important. This is a big part of the episode. If everyone could just meow like a tiny cat.
It's not on the sheet, and it's not for the show.
Shut up, it's on the sheet. Shut up, it's on the sheet. I'll do an example. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Shane, just email that to Moujan. That's pretty sick, if you ask me.